I am making a part two to my hair video, and I decided that um, since I'm going out and taking down my hair before I go out, that I would just go ahead and make the second part of the video. Sorry if I'm rushing. Like I said, I am getting ready to go out, and right now it's not raining, but I live in Chicago, and sometimes Chicago likes to change its mind as far as the weather is concerned. So um, I'm just gonna try to leave before it decides to rain. So yeah, I decided that if it stays as nice as it is, I'm just gonna run some errands and then take a walk around for a few hours. And I decided I want my hair wear my hair down today. I wish it was a little nicer for that, but that's all right. Um, so this isn't the best quality to see what I'm doing. Usually I use a mirror, but that's all right. I think I got my hand mirror somewhere. Um, but I'm gonna try to make this video 20 minutes because that's when I want to leave. So I wanted to go discuss some more tips that I left out, forgot in the other video. It's tips that aren't really mentioned because I don't know, they might be controversial or just I don't know, like a lot of people might disagree, even though it's true. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna be discussing more tips and taking down my braids while I do that. So, the most important is chemical processing, specifically perms, hair perms, relaxers, straighteners, whatever you want to call them. It's all the same. Uh, Now, I always knew that perms were bad, and thankfully, I've been natural all my life. And growing up, my parents never used uh, a perm on my hair because they were good parents and had enough common sense to know that those types of chemicals destroyed your hair, especially when you're younger and still developing and everything. Um, but recently, I watched this very informative video about what's really inside relaxers, and um, not going to get into all the technicalities because I don't really know that anyways. I just know that it's so acidic. That's why when it's applied to your hair that it burns because the pH level in these perms are just so high. It's literally eating your hair, and well, you can't see what I'm doing. Um, you know, it's it's burning your hair, like literally burning your hair off. So yeah, in addition to other things, there was this study that went viral not too long ago about relaxers causing cancer, uterine cancer in women more specifically. And the majority of people who buy perms are black females. So um, yeah, so it's obviously not good, and I have no desire to buy or use a perm, and because like I said in my other video, I love my natural hair, and I'm very cautious about what I put in my body, what I put on my hair, and I'm just not gonna do it. I don't even. It scares me just to even think about changing the texture of my hair at all. Even like a straightening iron, I used to be in love with those, and I don't even want to mess with those anymore. Um, so yeah, even if it's temporary, just perms are not good for your hair. You want to grow out your hair, you want to grow longer, thicker, healthier, whatever your hair goals are. If it has to do with health, hair health, perms are definitely not going to um, help with that. It's going to destroy your hair, not help it. This is pretty, widely known, but ironically, it's still widely used. So, yeah, I'm not going to dwell too much on that. The studies are out there. You can read it or not, but the fact remains that it's just not good for hair growth. And you won't see a lot of black YouTubers or even like any women, or not any, but like most women won't say that when they're talking about hair tips. And I gotta speed this up. And hair health. I'm usually slow in taking down my hair because breakage. My hair is kind of dry, so I want to even though I am in a rush, I don't want to like be really fast because in case there's tangles. And then I'm gonna detangle it fully probably when I come back, and then rebraid it because since I haven't take it down, I might just do my hair tomorrow. I don't feel like doing it today though. I'm just gonna put it back up before I go to bed. Anyways, sorry for straying off topic, but what was I saying? Yeah, so uh, yeah, a lot of females won't mention that. Oh, this is nice. This is really nice. Oh, maybe I should have kept them in. Well, no, because it's nice when I take them down. This is okay. Sorry, I got a little excited there. But yes, you guys can see this is one braid taken down. Everything. See my. Why would I need a perm for this? Look how naturally wavy. Still see a little shine there. Trying to stay on top of moist, spraying my roots and scalp with water so those don't feel dry at least. The rest of my hair doesn't feel dry either, but yeah, uh, it's super long. And yeah, so and then wigs, hair extensions, those can also be bad, not just for black females, but for any ethnicity really, but especially for black women because our hair is more fragile. And even though it can be like even though it can be thick and strong in texture, it's on the inside it's actually very fragile. So um, some black females, they do not take care of, I don't know how many exactly, but some of them do not take care of their hair at all under these wigs and extensions. They'll just neglect their hair. They'll just keep them in for months at a time. Even if you are taking care of your hair under the weave or extensions or wig or whatever, you still shouldn't leave it in months at a time. Your hair needs to breathe. Our scalp, once again, our scalp is skin, so it has pores. It needs to breathe. It needs air. Needs moisture. Needs to be washed. Most importantly, so just not good. So yeah. Um, Now I'm not gonna say they're bad 100%, but if you're if you're not wearing your natural hair out the majority of the time, if females are wearing um, wigs and extensions more than they're wearing their natural hair out, then that's a problem. Um, Especially if they're not maintaining their hair under that. And see. Um, so yeah, and so with my own personal hair journey, like with my own experience with my hair. Oh, by the way, I've never worn extensions or wigs either, or any of that stuff really. As you can see, my hair is long, and I was blessed with beautiful long hair, and I just never felt the need to do that. I've always felt comfortable in my own skin, like always, even when I was really young. And yeah, never, no insecurities as far as my physical appearance is concerned. And now that I'm getting older, I'm thanking God even more for what He has blessed me with, especially when it comes to my hair. And so, yeah, never. And coloring is another thing. Um, Hair coloring, bleaching, especially. There's been a lot of horror stories about people's hair falling out, getting really dry, brittle, damaged. Their ends are completely wrecked. And, from what I heard, the ends are very important to take care of because they're the oldest parts of our hair. And so, therefore, they're more fragile than the rest of our hair. But I've also heard that the scalp is the most important. But taking care of your whole head of hair is important. And if you're coloring it, bleaching it, then that's another thing that will diminish your hair health and won't add to your length, and it'll break your hair off and you'll just have really bad hair. I don't suggest doing it at all, but like with everything, if you do it occasionally, I wouldn't even say, I don't know. I'm not a expert on this. I'm not a hairstylist, but if you do it occasionally, I don't think bleaching your hair at all is good. But as far as coloring the hair, I'm not sure. I think that's a little more safer than bleaching, but that should be done occasionally too. But like I said, I don't recommend it at all. But you know, if you have, if somebody has done that, people have done that, which they have, then just take it easy with it. But that's another thing that doesn't add to hair health and hair growth. I really need to speed it up here. What else? See, with my own hair experience, let me talk about my experience with other people in my hair. Now, when I was younger, I got a lot of compliments on my hair. People always wanted to touch my hair. Um, and sometimes, like, make comments, sometimes not in the nicest way. Like, I remember one time, this is so many years ago when I was just a child, but I was in a classroom and I was wearing my hair out, and it was like, really thick and poofy, like it used to be in those days. And yeah, kind of like not like an afro because it was to my shoulders, but and I never wore my hair in an afro, but it was still like poofy. Some of my friends called me, like, nickname my hair like the cloud and everything. But anyways, I was sitting in front of this student and we were watching something on a projector or something in class, and the student sitting behind me, they said, "Can you move your head over because I can't see?" And I knew it was because of my hair. And I don't remember if they were rude or not, but you know, back then, like, I was always too nice for my own good, and so I just tried to move my head whichever way I move my head. They would still say, "I can't see. Can you move? Can you move?" Oh my gosh. But now I would just say to that person, "Well, you could probably sit somewhere else where you can see better. There's not much I can do about that. I'm not going to move my hair out of the way or anything like that." But yeah, I got a lot of compliments on my hair. Not mostly compliments, not a lot of nasty comments. Adults and kids, saying, "Oh," there's mostly black women too, and black girls saying, "Oh, can I have some of your hair? Can you donate some of your hair?" And things like that. I'm like, girl, all that hair, and um, that came out nice too. I got two down. It's almost 20 minutes. Okay, I kind of want to. I'll just leave it like this for a second. What was I saying? still not raining yet either, which is good. Yeah. And so yeah, I got a lot of, when I was younger. Thankfully, nobody touches my hair now, because I'm an adult and more mature. So if anybody wanted to touch my hair, they would of course ask. And if anybody touched my hair now, as opposed to when I was a kid, when I just kind of, tolerated it with this uncomfortable smile and saying, "Oh, thank you," when it was just really uncomfortable. Now if somebody touched my hair without permission, I probably guessed that that wouldn't really go well with me. Uh, at at the least, I would, tell them keep their hands to themselves. And but yeah, I still get a lot of compliments on my hair. That hasn't changed. Um, what was interesting, and I don't know why, but I don't get as many compliments as I did when I was a child. I don't know if that's just because I'm older now, and maybe most people wouldn't feel as comfortable as complimenting a stranger as they would just with a like with a child. Um, but I believe it's just because I wore my hair down more when I was younger. Like now, I wear them mostly in braids or in twists. My hair is mostly up or it's in a bun. It's some sort of updo. Mostly braids and twists, like 99.9% of the time. Is my favorite go-to style now. Um, when I was younger, it was braids. I mostly wore it down, or I wore it straight. Or I experimented with styles. Sometimes I wore buns. I remember I tried to do a chignon. I think that's what it's called. It's like this bun, but it's like this sophisticated looking bun. And I tried to recreate that when my hair was straightened, but I just really couldn't do it because of, I don't know, it's probably because of my hair type. Um, maybe it works well with straighter hair. But anyways, these are my go-to styles, and I'm thinking that like maybe people think that it's not my real hair because I don't have it down. It's in braids and twists and a lot of you know braid extensions and twist extensions or whatever. Like they won't they'll look like this. I mean, they'll look more straight than this and a little more put together, but I just don't believe people would think it's my real hair until I took it down and they saw my hair in all of its glory, like its real texture and everything. And they still might think it's a wig. I mean, my hair right now, it might not look real. Oh, I also want to do. Yeah, everybody sees my scalp. I heard that was like a way to prove that it's real. And I don't have to prove it's real, but I just want to because I don't mind doing that in case there's might be some doubters out there. Yeah, it's all attached to my scalp. It's all mine. But yeah, that's why I'm guessing why I didn't get 2 more minutes left. I don't get more compliments now than I did back then. But there could be other reasons why. But compliments are not. Um, that's doesn't really matter much to me. I'm gonna wear my hair how I want to, and I'm more comfortable with it up because when it's down, um, I'm afraid that it'll get tangled because my hair just gets tangled so easily. Even when I'm not outside, if I'm just staying inside and my hair is still down, yeah, I mean eventually it's gonna get tangled. Now, thankfully, I have worn it down like completely down a few times, and when I came back, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. It was. It felt kind of nice actually. Like I felt my hair on my arms, and I just and the wind was going through my hair, so that felt nice too. So it feels nice to wear it down sometimes. But it's not that I don't wear it down because I'm, insecure or any nonsense like that, because I don't like my hair. It's just because it's more convenient for me to wear it up. And this is why. See, I've had these four braids in for like a little over a week. And look how nice it's turning out. I haven't felt any tangles or mat. My hair is not matted as far as I can tell, right now. I haven't done like a full detangling session. But see now, if I were about to like, really do my hair, as soon as I'm taking all this down, I would like finger detangle my hair. I don't want to do it because I don't want to mess up the waves that I have going on here, but yeah, I would finger detangle it. And I got a lot better with finger detangling. I used to never finger detangle actually. I just recently started doing that, and I would see videos of people finger detangling their hair. I was like, oh, that is so time consuming. That is so, I cannot do it. I don't have the energy for that. And sometimes I really don't. I mean, it's hard enough for me to like force myself to get up and do my hair as it is, and then add finger detangling to that equation, and it kind of adds some steps, but it makes everything a lot easier in the long run. So when things run smoother and easier, that means it takes less time than it would if I didn't finger detangle. And the condition my hair was in a few weeks earlier, I mentioned in my other video, I had this 3-day long detangling session, and I shed a lot of hair. I think the most hair that I've ever shed before. And I knew it was all right because, still got a lot left. And that needed to come out because a lot of that was tangled, was matted. I was like, I don't want to go back to my tangled and matted days. Um, oh, my headphones are charged now. Well, anyways, I can unplug this. But yeah, what was I saying? I keep getting distracted. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna start making a habit of finger detangling. It's been working out really well. So when I had my hair was all like got out of the shower, I noticed my hair was like, oh my god, what happened? Was it the shampoo or what was it? But it was like matted all over, and I knew it was just my fault. It wasn't the shampoo. Even though I have taken better strides in and managing my hair, sometimes I kind of slip back into my old habits, and it's really hard to maintain. My um, the thickness of my hair, just the density, the length, and it's only getting longer. And I'm happy that my hair is getting longer, and you know, um, but it takes a lot of work to maintain that. It takes a lot of work to maintain it in this condition. So yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I might not have to go to a salon anymore unless it gets really bad, because it was like bad a few weeks ago. So at first, I tried picking it through with the end of my rat tail comb, and that didn't help. I think it actually made it worse. And I was like, oh man. And so then, I just tried brushing it a little, but I knew that wouldn't work. I was running out of ideas, and I'm like, maybe I should just, use my fingers and then one hair strand at a time, just start separating it, because it's not helping just to take it and, try to separate it like that. And so I was like, no, I can't do this. My whole head is matted, and it's just going to take me a really long time. And I was right. It took me 3 days for me to just detangle fully, not just like half a job, but like fully my whole head again, detangle it. It took 3 days. And I was happy that I took the time to do that. Because this is how it's looking now, and I'm really happy with it. So I don't detangle my hair in the shower because my hair is wet and fragile when it's wet. But I think I might do that. I just want to take some extra steps. Just detangling my fingers while it's dry again. Next time I get in the shower, I might use my Tangle Teezer, slap on some conditioner after I wash it, and just detangle all of my hair. In sections, of course. This is taking a few minutes longer than I wanted to. Sometimes I just get stuck on some pieces. But yeah, finger detangling, I wasn't sure about that at first, and now I'm kind of advocating it. It's really good. Some women, they don't even use combs or brushes, which I don't think is, I mean, if it works for their hair, but like there's a reason why we have combs and brushes. It's the 21st century, and we have these hair tools because we don't have to rely on just our hands anymore. And they're to help, do what our hands can't. And I found that once I'm done finger detangling one section, I go through with my comb and my brush. They're still, it's still not completely tangle free. And there's some people that say, well, your hair doesn't need to be completely tangle free because no matter what you do, there'll still be tangles as long as it's like the majority of tangles out. No, I want my hair completely tangled. When I do a section, if there's any snags, if there's any tangles, I'm not gonna do anything with that section until it's 100% tangle free. Like my comb and brush runs through it smoothly, no tangles at all. It doesn't matter how many times I have to run it through. So yeah, I really like finger detangling now, and I do it every time I take out my hair down. I used to just take it down and then run a comb through it and run a brush. But with my fingers, I can feel everything better. And another upside to it is just I don't have to rip it out with my comb or brush. I can just feel it and then piece by piece just take it out. Now, when I was detangling my hair, I didn't take it out strand by strand. Sometimes I did, but I just took it out a few strands at a time, which is still pretty time consuming. I didn't take it out each individual strand by strand. Then it would have taken a lot longer than 3 days if I did it like that. And I knew I didn't have the time or energy to do that. I didn't even want to be doing it in the first place, but I'm not going to be walking around with matted, tangled hair. I want my hair to grow longer. That is not how that's going to happen. Okay, almost done, almost done. I'm going to end the video in a few minutes because I'm almost done taking this braid down. This is my last braid, then I'm going to head out. This is part 2 of my hair video. I probably will not do a part 3 unless I think of anything else. But those are the main tips I wanted to, get out that are not talked about. Is no perms, no coloring, no bleaching. I mentioned no heat tools, like straighteners, curling irons. But like I said, once in a while, if you want to straighten your hair, I mean, I don't do it at all. I haven't straightened my hair in over a decade, and I never want to do it again. I'm pretty sure if I did it once in a while, it wouldn't hurt my hair, but I'm not going to. But whatever you do, even perming your hair once in a while, I'm not going to advocate that. Don't perm your hair at all. Don't relax your hair at all. If you've been a lifelong natural like me and you're thinking of going, relaxed, I'd say don't do it. You're going to do what you want to do, but you're going to pay a hefty cost for it. Your hair is going to pay for it dearly if you do. So yeah, I think that's it. I would say I said 20 minutes, going on 30 minutes. So I'm gonna cut off here. This is my hair. It's it won't fit in the frame, but here it is. All my braids taken down. And I'm just gonna wear it out like this. I think this looks pretty. I'm gonna. I was gonna say I'm just take apart the strands a little, but I don't want to do that because I'm gonna braid it when I come back. But I think it'll look better if I don't really have time to do that. I'm just gonna. I think it looks good like this. Yeah, the wind will probably uh, blow it all around, but yeah, I don't think it. I'm just gonna leave it. But yeah, this is it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed part two. Like I said, I don't think I'll make a part three because I mentioned everything else I wanted to mention in part two, or most of everything else. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you enjoyed.